Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome to AdamMcKola TV. Hope you guys are all doing well. We are back. Premier League football is back. The international break is over. Chelsea are back, getting their asses handed to them by West Bromwich Albion. And it's kind of like a warning shot to Manchester United that if you don't turn up this weekend, anything can happen. Brighton, one of those teams that are battling against relegation. Manchester United went to the Amex earlier in the season, won there 3-2. Remember that late goal from Bruno Fernandes coming after the final whistle when a VAR penalty was given. It was obviously correct. Obviously, it was a clear handball by, I think it was Neil Mopai at the time. But it caused so much meltdown amongst opposition fans that it was absolutely glorious, wasn't it? Bruno Fernandes, what they like to call him, scoring a goal after the final whistle when I do not want any sort of that nonsense this time around. I would much prefer a more comfortable Manchester United win. And after that Chelsea result today, 5-2 they lost against West Bromwich Albion. Manchester United lost against West Bromwich Albion, or dropped points against West Bromwich Albion earlier in the season, didn't we? Which was massively disappointing. But to get beaten 5-2 at your own ground by West Bromwich Albion, even with 10 men. Look, when Chelsea went down to 10 men, I thought these lot here will still win this game because they were already a goal up. I thought West Brom, they're not going to score more than one if they do score. And you'd still imagine Chelsea might score. They went and scored 5. Their goals were all pretty good as well, to be quite fair to them. Maybe it comes with a little bit of that pressure being off when you kind of feel like you're already relegated a little bit. Maybe it's to do with that. But what a performance by Sam Allardyce's side. Awful performance from Thomas Tuchel's side. Even when, they went down to 10 men, you've got to expect better from Chelsea. And watching Rory was absolute quality. But I hope I'm not in his position tomorrow watching Manchester United lose against one of those relegation battling teams. So we need to be at it, that's for sure. We need to turn up in this game. We'll get team news for you guys as well. So make sure you're keeping all your thoughts coming in on the predicted 11 and all those kind of things. And yeah, just let us know how you're feeling ahead of this game. It's an interesting one. It's a good one to come back to, a home game that you're expected to win. You know, Chelsea wouldn't be saying that now though. So I am going to be sticking it on Rory. Don't worry, I've already got material. I was watching his stream laughing my head off. Check this out. It's so funny. Hopefully you don't
You're on the break again. They've scored.
Look at this. Look at that. There's a broken man there. A broken man. I hope that's not me after the Brighton game. I hope that's not me after the Brighton game. For sure. Anyway, let's move on from Rory and Chelsea. Oh, God. I nearly cancelled the whole stream. What's going on? We're all over the place today. We are all over the place. So, Manchester United, Brighton. Let's get the team news for you guys as well. Obviously, the game, massive game for Manchester United tomorrow. We've got a few injury worries. Victor Lindelof's a doubt for United. Anthony Martial's a doubt for Manchester United. He missed training after sustaining a knee injury. Here's what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer said, because Marcus Rashford and Mason Greenwood were also doubts. He said they, as in Marcus and Mason, need to get through the session tomorrow. They both joined in training this morning, and hopefully there's no reaction. If they complete the session, they'll be available for selection. Neither Anthony or Victor Lindelof trained this morning. We're still waiting for final confirmation on how they are. In terms of who starts in goal, David De Gea or Dean Henderson, Ali commented, you know, I have a great option of 2 top goalkeepers and it's a pleasure to have them right here. We've got hopefully 9 plus 5 games to go because we want to go all the way in the Europa League. So I'm sure you'll see both of them playing in goal for us. We'll discuss that shortly when we go through predicted teams and all that kind of stuff. As for Brighton's team news, Graham Potter said in his press conference, everyone's back from the internationals. All the tests have come through fine and we have no injuries. It's been a positive international break for us and we're in a good place. The squad is as it was for Newcastle. So they've got a strong squad, and that includes man like Danny Welbeck. Obviously, they've got long-term injury to Tariq Lamptey, who was doing fantastically well for them this season, and also Solly March as well. Those players are missing for this game, which will be big misses for them. And Aaron Connolly, who pulled out of the Republic of Ireland game, may also miss out for them. So they have a few injuries of their own, but it's the same squad that they had last time around in their last game. Then we've got super chat, from Nishan. It says United and City have spent 680 and 830 million respective on their current squad. We are not far behind in spending, so why are we not winning trophies? If you look at the way the club has spent money, if you look at the way clubs have spent money, it has been, or the club has spent money rather, it has been in a scattergun way. So if you look at when Sir Alex Ferguson left, the club started by buying Marouane Fellaini after his release clause went up, and we missed out on a whole host of stars that could have helped United in that post-Fergie era crossing over. Then we signed Juan Mata in the January after that, and if you look at those two signings, there was no correlation, there was no distinct. We will do predictions for the other Premier League games as well, Patrick, a little bit later. There was no, clear footballing philosophy like Mata and Fellaini. What are you trying to do there? Like, it didn't make sense. The recruitment was all over the place. And then after that, we had Van Gaal come in. And if you look at the recruitment then, it was the likes of Herrera, Blind, Bastian Schweinsteiger, Darmian, all those kind of players, Luke Shaw and Herrera. So there was a mixture of good signings and baffling signings that didn't follow a pattern. And if you listen to what Louis van Gaal said, a lot of the signings weren't signings that he particularly asked for. So a lot of players and a lot of money that we spent has gone on players that are no longer here or didn't work out. So the recruitment has been wrong. There's been no sensible recruitment. And then you look at Mourinho. We spent a lot of money under Mourinho. His first year was Zlatan, Pogba, Bailly and Mkhitaryan, I think. Then we had Lindelof and Lukaku and everyone coming in. Like, he spent a lot of money, but the recruitment wasn't particularly good. So that's why. It's been the manner of our recruitment, the way the club's been run, the way our business has been done and conducted. It hasn't really been great. In the last couple of seasons, it's got better. It can still improve. It can still improve, obviously. So yeah. We'll have a look at the other Premier League games a little bit later on today. So we hear the Manchester United team news. Anthony Martial likely to be out. Edinson Cavani likely to be out. Marcus Rashford, Mason Greenwood touch and go in terms of returning for them. Manchester United's team isn't in a particularly strong position at the moment, which is a worry. We had a few positives on the international break. Bruno Fernandes, I think, was suspended for one of the games for Portugal, so he came back early, and it means he got a little bit of a rest in. You're hearing Marcus Rashford, who didn't play for England, came back and has trained, so you'd expect Bruno and Rashford should be available to play this one. Who's going to play in that front position? Who's going to play on the right? It still remains to be seen. You're hoping Mason Greenwood's fit, because without Martial, without Cavani, it's going to be very, very difficult for Manchester United. McTominay obviously is still fit. Paul Pogba getting game time for France was important. Donny van der Beek scored for Holland. So seeing all those players get fitness was good. Ollie does seem to have, choice now in the midfield area where we haven't had that before. How he goes in this game, it'll be interesting to see. I think Pogba, he has to start, doesn't he? Paul Pogba. If he's going to leave the club as well, we're ticking towards his last couple. You may as well use him, get his games in and get something out of him before he does do one. Who plays alongside Paul Pogba in there? Nemanja Matic wouldn't have gone on international duty, so he would have been, left behind. Don't think Fred goes on international duty, so those players were left behind and able to train and able to rest and able to recuperate. So you may see one of those coming in, but I would probably like to see McTominay alongside Paul Pogba for this one. Get two players in there that can have the pace to protect the defence, but can also stretch their legs and get forward as well. So I'd like to see McTominay in there alongside Paul Pogba. I think that would be the best way to go for Manchester United. You're hoping Greenwood's fit, because without Martial, you're a little bit ruined. Then you're going to probably see Daniel James, who also scored a goal in the international break, coming in too. What do you guys think about all of that? What I've discussed so far. Sean says, I want McTominay, Pogba and Bruno in there. Van der Beek still scored. I think some guys haven't. Doesn't even start for Holland, says Adam. Yeah, he's not going to start if he's not playing for Manchester United, is he? Akash says Van der Beek is so close to leaving. I think if you've read recent comments in regards to Van der Beek and talk about his future, I think if it's clear that he came here and expected a fight. We're probably seeing the last days of Paul Pogba as a Manchester United player. I think Van der Beek's prominence at United will become a little bit more. He'll play more regularly. He'll play more regularly over the next 12 months, you'd imagine. Especially if Paul Pogba leaves, you're going to need someone to come in there. United need a number 6. If you get a number 6 and you use Van der Beek as your Pogba replacement, maybe you can get away with that, because we need a number 6. Getting a number 6 is so important for Manchester United. What are you talking about? Greenwood's had enough chances. Are you smoking budge, bruv? What is going on here? Mind boggles. Van der Beek hasn't performed when he's come in. Hard though when he's not getting a run in the team, says Aaron, and I totally agree with that as well. I can see people complaining about his performance and maybe saying he's not good enough, etc, etc, but it's hard for him to get fitness. It's hard for him to build a run in the team when he's not playing. It's just difficult, do you know what I mean? So I kind of sympathise with him as well. Definitely sympathise with him. Let's have a look at the table at the moment. So today's games, obviously I was asked about to give predictions of today's games. Chelsea have obviously lost against West Bromwich Albion. I thought Chelsea were going to win that game. I think everyone probably did. I think that West Brom were 25-1 before the game. West Brom won it 5-2. Fucking hell. Leeds Sheffield United, I think that will be a Leeds win. Leicester Manchester City, I think that will. Let's see what the injuries are like first before I predict that one. So Harvey Barnes is out, Justin's out, Wes Morgan and Under's questionable. Man City have got a clean bill of health. Maddison looks like he's back for Leicester, which will be a good thing. I'll go for a draw in that game. I think we'll see a draw in that one. I think Man City know they're kind of edging towards sealing the title, and they're probably not going to go over the top all out in this game. Could see them winning because they're the kind of team that have the ability to do that. But Leicester City beat them at the Etihad, and I wouldn't be surprised if they got a result here. But I'll go for a 2-2 draw. Arsenal Liverpool. For some weird reason, I've got a feeling for Arsenal today. I don't know what it is. I think Liverpool are going to play well in the Champions League, and one of the dark horses. Well, I say dark horse, they're one of the best teams in the competition, but wouldn't be surprised to see them win it. Arsenal, I don't know. I've got a feeling for them today. Although logic says Liverpool should be winning and battering them, but I've got a feeling Arsenal will win this one. So Arsenal 1-0 today, Leicester 2-2, Leeds 2-0. Tomorrow's games, Southampton Burnley. I think we'll see a Southampton win, 1-0, 2-1, something like that, quite tight. Newcastle Tottenham. I think Tottenham will win 1-0. I don't think it'll be pretty. I think it'll be 0-0 or level for long periods, and Tottenham will get a late goal. Aston Villa Fulham, interesting game that, because Fulham it was a playoff final, that wasn't it? Fulham beat them in the playoff final. Fulham are looking good recently. Aston Villa have been on a downward decline, but they had a good result in the last game, if I remember correctly. No, they lost against Tottenham in the last game. So let's have a look. Have they got Jack Grealish back? Jack Grealish is back. I think he'll inspire them to victory. And Manchester United Brighton. Obviously, we're previewing this game right now. Everton will get 3 points against Palace. I'll go for a 3-1 win. And Wolves against West Ham. I'll go for a West Ham win. 2-1 there. So those are my predictions for the Premier League games. As for Manchester United, I'm worried about this game, you know. I'm not going to lie, I am a little bit worried about this game. It's a difficult game. And I'm a little bit worried about it. Let's finish off my predicted 11. So far, I've got Greenwood up top, if he's fit. Rashford on the left. James on the right. Bruno, Pogba, McTominay. Well, obviously, is going to see the captain, Maguire, in that defence. Great goal for him for England in the international break as well. Will give him massive confidence. Remember that international break when he got sent off and he just looked really sad. It was a sad sight to see him scoring, getting a little bit of positive momentum in him. He's been performing well recently as well. That's good to see. Hopefully Eric Bailly can play in this one. Wan-Bissaka is going to come in nice and rested up as well, seeing as England don't use him, the idiots. Left back, Luke Shaw, obviously. I'm going to go with David De Gea in goal. Everyone knows my opinion on that one at the moment. I think Dean Henderson's a bright star. It's going to be massive for the club, potentially number one in the future. No need to rush him. Let's get David De Gea back in between the sticks. That's what I've done there. So I'll bring my team up now. You guys can let us know your team predictions in the comments below as well. And I'll read a few of those out. Whoa, 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 whoa. How big is that, mate? What is going on here? Wow. Wow. What the hell? Well, I'm back. That's something. Well, I was back. Right. Let's resize that. I don't know why the size changed so much. Why is it flip? What the hell? What the hell? Oh, there we go. Woo, that was weird, wasn't it? There's my predicted 11 for this one. There you go, guys. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below on my predicted 11. Right there. So, yeah. There's my predicted 11. Who said James greater than Mason? Jeebus. No chance in hell on that one. I'm not sure how that reversed, you know. And I'm not sure how I put it back, but I did it. So, there we go. We got there in the end. Rashford's not on the right. Rashford's on the left. Good 11, says Adam and Ross. Yeah, that's my 11 for this one. Marshall FC for life. Well, till he leaves United, whenever that is. So yeah, Scotty too hotty in there. Bradders thinks it's close, says great prediction. Yeah. The Danny Welbeck derby. God, I love Danny Welbeck. I love Danny Welbeck. Imagine Ollie actually switched to fullbacks in this game. Bloody hell. Confused Wan-Bissaka. He already looks a little bit confused when he's got the ball. You don't want to do more of that to him, do you? That's what you don't want to do. But yeah, man. Looking forward to this one. But we need to win. Look, if Manchester United win this game, we go, when you look at the table, 9 points clear of Chelsea, who are in 4th at the minute. They could be replaced in 4th by West Ham if West Ham win. Tottenham, could Tottenham take them? Yeah, Tottenham could take them as well, surprisingly. So Tottenham and West Ham could leapfrog Chelsea, but they would be on 51 or 52 points. So United could go 9 points away from 4th spot with a victory here. And I think, you know, we have to do that. We have to do that. We've squandered so many opportunities to pull away from the pack, pull away from those teams just below us, and manage to look like it's going to be easy to get top 4. Do you know what I mean? And we've managed to screw it up a couple of times. So this time around, we have to win it. Yellow Bathing Suit with the super chat says, would love to see Hannibal on the bench. Would love to see Hannibal on the bench, playing for the first team for sure. Patrick McAteer says, would you take Mbappe or Haaland at United? Jay Minter, thank you for the super chat. It's blank. If you have got a message, just comment it as a normal comment and I'll read it out. But thank you very much for your super chat. As for Mbappe or Haaland, I'm a big fan of both. I'd take either. But if I had to pick one, I'd go Mbappe just because of the way he plays. I love that style more. But Erling Haaland is phenomenal. He's always going to score goals. He's going to be one of the top strikers in the world. You do come with the issue of Mino Raiola probably trying to move him on in 3-4 years' time. But he'd probably win you a few trophies in that time. So there you go. Morris says, has Hendo not earned his spot? Not in my opinion. He's not made that spot his own at all. Not yet. Leicester could beat City too. Cut the gap both ways from Chelsea and City, says Leachin. Yeah, I hope that happens. I'm not counting on it though. I'll be honest with you. I've kind of given up on expecting City to drop points. They've been relentless this season. Yes, we beat them, but since then they've won 2 games and they managed to regain their feet. If they drop points in one of them, you're thinking, yes, maybe there's a little bit of hope there. But I think that's gone now. But it would be. Look, I'm an eternal optimist. If Leicester City beat them today, and we win tomorrow, I'll be tweeting 21 is coming again. So do with that what you will. And it would be United. If I don't believe I'm playing into this, but let's go anyway. If Leicester win today, Leicester would go above us, which is a problem in itself. But then if United win, United go 11 points behind City with a game in hand. You win your game in hand. There's 7 games left with 8 points difference. 8 points difference. Stranger things have happened, but it's not going to happen. City are in too good form to see that happening at all. I'd take Basuma. People are talking about Basuma in the comments. Yeah, I'd 100% take Basuma at Manchester United. Is fantastic. Afternoon, Ollie. Hope you're doing well. Glenn's just seen the Chelsea result. Yeah, if you haven't seen the Chelsea result, it was 5-2 to West Bromwich Albion. United have got a big opportunity to stretch that lead just away from those teams in 4th place. Obviously, you've got the likes of Leicester who could leapfrog us and will be right behind us, but 4th and 5th we could stretch away from. You just know Lindelof will play. He's got a little bit of an injury, but yeah, if he's not injured, he probably will play. Who would you prefer, Ndidi or Jack Grealish? Both. We need both those type of players, especially if Pogba leaves. We need both of those type of players. So, yeah, both for me. Full show. Anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in to the preview. It's been an absolute pleasure chilling with you for the last 20-25 minutes. Thanks to you guys that got your super chats in. Thanks to you guys that got your thoughts in. I am on the kickoff later. I've got to leave for that in soon. Probably like next hour or so. I'll have to leave for that. So make sure you're checking us out on the kickoff later on. Then we've got the Man United game tomorrow on the watch along on Stretford Paddock. Make sure you're joining us for that. Until then, it's been a pleasure. I'm going Manchester United to beat Brighton 2-0. Go conservative 2-0 win. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Until then, I've been AdamMcKola. I'm out of here.